Hello and welcome to the Darkside Detective, a point-and-click adventure game published in 2017 and developed by Spooky Doorways. Now, I have already played this game, but I didn't play the bonus cases. But at the same time, the odds of me remembering how to solve all the puzzles in the cases that I've already done is slim to none. I do want to warn you, this game doesn't have voice acting, so I'm gonna have to read all the stuff. So, yeah, be ready to suffer that. Let's go right ahead. Twin Lakes Police System, Malice in Wonderland. Case summary. The chief has sent me to the Jones residence. Dooley is there with further details. Start investigation. Whoa, I almost shot you there, detective. You shouldn't be sneaking around like that. Dooley, you watched me drive up. I had my siren on. You waved at me as I pulled in. Dooley, I appreciate all the text messages or text boxes that are just 3 ellipses. I guess this place has me spooked a little. So what happened here? Chief Scully just called me up and told me to get here ASAP. No details. 7-year-old kid, Alice, went missing a day ago. No sign of her leaving the house. Seemed to be the kind of spooky crap. The kind of case you're into, detective. Great. Let's get started. After you, detective. You know, whenever standing in this rain stops being fun for you. Hint gotten. Officer Dooley, why is there a hobo dripping all over my carpet? That's Detective Francis McQueen, Mr. Jones. He's here to investigate. I see. Twin Lakes' finest, eh? I hope you don't smoke around your kid. Thankfully, detective, I'm rarely around my... Oh, lovely. Nice schooner. Ha, you dummy. It's not a schooner, it's a sailboat. A schooner is a sailboat, Dooley. So, how can I help you, detective? Tell me about Alice. I'll level with you, detective. I don't have many dealings with her. I don't have many dealings with my daughter. She has a limited conversation pool. Oh, well then. Fair point. She's 7. Exactly, a tedious age. So I'll leave that to the nanny. She's around here somewhere. He really has everything sorted and knows where no one is. Why didn't you notice she was missing? I was out. How wonderfully shady. Have you got an alibi? Where I was is none of your business, detective. My taxes pay your salary. They also pay for the cell in the questioning room I'm going to have Dooley here take you to. Fine. Call this number. They'll vouch for me. Busty Bell's Booty Boutique. Classy stuff. I was gonna ask if it was like an alibi hotline, where they just make one up for you when you call. Ah, Bell's. Fond memories. I mean, where was he? A bell shop? What? Matches. Ah, the number is on a matchbook. Got it. Okay, we got all of them. And I have nothing further to say, detective. Kindly leave me be. You really sound like you're itching to get your daughter back. This reminds me of my own grandfather. Your grandfather was a clock? What? No, he had a clock. Shame. I thought I finally found out something interesting about... Oh, don't come for a life like that, Dooley. What? I'm interesting. Whatever you say, detective. I assume living room is where we... Let's check to make sure. Yes. A blacklight bulb. May as well take it. It's the age-old adventure game logic where it's just, oh, here's an item. I'm just gonna take that. Never mind the fact that I'm in someone else's house. Now all we need is a disco ball, some white clothes, and fat beats. Then we got ourselves a good night. A good night is finding this kid. I assume, yeah, the rest of the junk is useless junk. Locked. I wonder where I'd find a key. One of those crystals is worth more than we get paid in a year. It duly beat me to it. If we're gonna take, okay, a chandelier and a light bulb isn't really the same thing monetary wise, but still. You passed the corruption test. Well done, detective. See what we have upstairs. Oh, so we can call now. Daughter's bedroom. I don't have much use for a dozen pink socks. There's no time for art, detective. Blacklight. This looks useful. Oh, blacklight marker. Excellent. A drawing of our suspect. Really? I put out an APB. No, Dooley. Don't do that. I've never seen a horse with 5 legs before. Is my counting way off? Is that not 4? Hey, I know that tree. It owes me $5. My baby is gone. Can you tell me about? She just disappeared. My baby. Is there anything? You have to find her. Well, at least. Whatever that means, or sounds like. Oh, wait, could we? Hello, Teddy. Tell me where she is, bear. I'm only kidding. You don't know. You're only a bear. Oh, there's no reason for being mean to the bear. A place this fancy deserves something nicer than plastic flowers. Or maybe it's like high-grade plastic flowers. So we can go up with the attic at some point. She seems like a sweet kid. Don't worry, we'll find a detective. Hard to believe this is the same woman we spoke to. The stress of all this has hit her hard. Alice and her mom look quite happy here. Seems impolite to go rifling around in somebody's drawers uninvited. Never mind that we've stolen 2 things already. Tell me about Alice. It's almost Nanny McPhee. She's spoiled and sticks her nose where it doesn't belong. Uh-oh. But that's what having super rich parents will do to you, I guess. I didn't even read the question before clicking it. Nothing suspicious, that's for sure. No siree. What's the nanny doing in the master bedroom? Okay. How long have you been working for the Jones? Joneses, detective. Even though it ends with an S, you still pluralize it. Can't you, instead of... Oh, right. I was gonna say, couldn't you instead just add an... Is it an apostrophe? No, that's a line. I don't remember what it's called in English, but then I remembered that this is, you know, talking. So yes, it would be Jones's. Never mind. Is now really the best time? Yeah, exactly. Stop. It's always a good time for grammar. Leave me alone, Dooley. Anyway, answer the question. Long enough to harbor no ill will whatsoever. I thought she was going to say long enough to harbor. The very innocent... Again, I clicked without reading. Do you have keys for the various rooms? I am a nanny, not a maid. Right, but do you? Yes. May I have the key to the study then? Sure, there's nothing incriminating in there anyway. That's good to know. Did we do all? Yes, we did. So at some point we want to go up into the attic. But I think... Let's open the locked door downstairs first, so we're like... Oh, study, not... There we go. Roy Jones, Esquire. Takes a certain type of person to have an oil painting of themselves. An old oil lantern. Seem to have some oil left too. This statue is ugly enough to be worth a lot of cash. Poor whoever that dog is. A nice collection of books. The dust suggests they've not been looked at in some time. For shame. His magazine collection. Jeez, this guy is obsessed with jugs. Funny game. Another lovely pair. Hey, I just realized that there are only 2 seats in this entire house. Don't be daft, Dooley. There are more. They're just off camera. Hey, you leave the 4th wall alone. So let's call first and then go up into the attic. I'd better check Roy's alibi. Hello. Is this Belle's? Busty Belle's Booty Boutique. Busty Belle's Bosom Bordello. Busty Belle's Bonda. Yes, would have been enough. I'm a thorough woman. No question left unanswered, no desire unfulfilled, no fantasy unexplored. No, yes, we get the picture. Are you sure? I can send you one if you'd like. I'm not... Again, I didn't read it. I keep thinking that if I click it, he's gonna say it. But of course he doesn't. Well, he does, but not in text form. Couldn't say. Client confidentiality. Identities are concealed, sometimes in masks. This is a police matter. I'm Detective Francis McQueen. Frankie McQueen of the Darkside Division? Yes. Tell Dooley I say hello. I'm glad this screen resolution doesn't let you make out that I'm blushing. Happy to help a friend of Dooley's. Yep, Roy Boy was in here last night. Now, minor point. We're just talking on the phone. You have no idea that I'm actually who I say I am. Roy Boy? Some questions, even a badge, won't get you answered. That's all I need for now. If you find yourself needing anything else, just pop on by. Let's go up. Just a bunch of forgotten memories. The paint thinner fell when the shelf gave away. Not much left in it now. I was kind of scared that there was paint thinner and then it looked as if there was a fire. Those look heavy enough to knock someone out cold. May not be broken after all. Just a blown bulb. We have a bulb. I hope this doesn't reveal somebody's attic shame. What the hell? Well, that doesn't look ominous at all. Do we... Sure. The pattern on the wall looks washed out in places. I wonder what would happen if I redrew it. First, I need to know what to draw. We have ourselves a puzzle. Now I wonder if study, do they perhaps have... I was wondering if maybe they had a special book. So, how can I help you, Detective? Mr. Jones, there seems to be an evil doorway in your attic. Just as well you're here then. Go arrest it. It's trespassing. I'm sorry. You heard me. Arrest it. I want to press full charges. I've taken up enough of your time. And I have nothing further to say, Detective. Kindly leave me be. Do you know about... there's a creep. Have you found her? Have you found my baby? Not yet, but I want to ask. You have to find her, please. Find my baby. My baby. Right. All of that. Nanny was in here, right? Yes. What can you tell me about the demonic doorway in the attic? Nothing. Not a thing. It's nothing to do with me, that's for sure. I was here the whole time. Yeah, you get bet. Oh no, not on my watch. Now, where do we... As I said, even though I've played it, I cannot remember it. We can use paint thinner as a fuel, right? Also, they said there was already a bit of fuel in it. Living room is where it came from. What things has she drawn? A man, a pony, and a tree. Okay, so I was thinking maybe the dog was related somehow, but that's no offense to Alice. Dissolves paint, markers, and oily residues. Oh, a shelf. Looks like this gave way recently, spitting paint thinner all over the wall. Ah, that's why. But we don't know what to draw, though. Yeah. Now, where do we find that out? A waterbed. Very fancy. Looks like something has been kicked under here. No, it doesn't. Thank you. It's a peculiar pattern from the Occult for Dummies book. There we go. Okay, I seem to have everything I need. Let's get down to some spooky hijinks and redraw those missing symbols. Uh-oh. So we need one of these. One of these. That should be it. Great. Maybe now it's a good time to stop doing, well, anything really. Let's go. Never mind. Even I'm not foolish enough to go in there with no light. Well, that would be more useful if it was lit. I should probably light this thing, you know, just in case. There we go. Okay, Dooley, let's do this. No offense, detective, but I'm going nowhere near that creep fest. I'll stand guard out here. Oh, hello. A box marked baby's first cult robes. Hello, mister. Hey, kiddo. Are you here to take me home? Yep. Good, I'm hungry and the sounds from downstairs are scaring me. Yeah, let's get out of here. I assume there's nothing I can have much to do. Not so fast, detective. Where's Dooley? That idiot, I knocked him out. I can't have you snooping around here anymore, so I'm going to trap you here. At least take the girl. Oh, I intend to. I'm her legal guardian, after all. It's my job to look after her, especially if anything should happen to her parents. Say, for example, they're getting trapped in the Darkside's version of their bedroom. It's where they'd be now if Alice hadn't gotten into my stuff and stupidly trapped herself up here. I figured it'd be best to lay low until you had gone. I thought you had given up by now. What kind of cop would give up on a missing kid? Most of the TLPD? Sadly fair. So that's what this is. An inheritance scheme? You have to admit, it's a fairly perfect crime, apart from, you getting caught. Oh, well, I guess you getting caught doesn't really matter much when you have a gun on us. It is actually. Even if you do get rid of me, then what? Alice knows what you're up to. She's a smart kid. If she's so smart, she'll know to keep her mouth shut. Once Dooley wakes, you and your scheme will be done for. I would not put much faith in him. Good point. I'll just have to get you to drag him into here with you. Come on. Okay, drag your friend in here, and no funny business. I mean, have a taste of your own medicine. So, the kid got into the nanny's stuff and accidentally used it to trap herself in that creepy attic? The Darkside. But that's a surprisingly succinct summary of things, yes. Shame the nanny was certifiable. She was a looker. Dooley, she was dabbling in the dark arts, with the plan to trap innocent people in a parallel world, kidnap their kid, and steal all their cash. I said it was a shame, jeez. I wonder where the nanny got the occult books from anyway. That stuff is hard to find these days. A case for another day, I guess. First of all, we have to figure out what kind of paperwork covers this mess. Case closed. Doing pretty well. Let's try Tome Alone. Dooley suggested a visit to the library. He must have seen the strange storm gathering over it. Okay, what's the case, Dooley? Fill me in. Case? No, I have some overdue books to drop back. So that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here? Ah, come on now, detective. You're hardly gonna arrest the weather. Things you'll try to do to justify this department. Let's get this over with. These statues make me uncomfortable. They're not very welcoming. They should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Actually, having a library with lions outside reading books would be brilliant. Lion statues, not. Before this was the library, was where the mayor kept his lion collection. Oh right, that clears that up. So this is a library. What a helpful plaque. Fines for being late? How are books late? It's not like they have a place to be. You're not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules. Can we come to some sort of arrangement? Do you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Oh. Dooley, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine? No. Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid. I thought she was going to say troublesome weather. Kid? The one who's responsible for the storm. And the ghosts. Ghosts? What? A silent sigh. Shh. Is this your to-read pile? Oh, I've read all those. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. From a certain angle, it looks like Dooley has crazy hair. Oh, jeez. These brownouts seem like they'd make for frustrating reading conditions. What were you saying about ghosts? The place is haunted. The usual stuff. The usual? Flickering lights, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing off the readers. And you say a kid is to blame? He's the only one here often enough. Suspiciously often, if you ask me. I'll look into this. Do. Or else I'll call a pair of oddball priests and or a questionable ghost-busting startup to come fix this. Hashtag reference. What books did Dooley borrow? He had Rules to Rave To, Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experimented on us, and The Law, what it is and do we really need it. Hey, what happened to librarian reader privilege? Not a real thing, buddy. I think you gave up on the law book. Not enough pictures. What's that you're reading? Skylight, the heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire. Of a what now? A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. I'm at the part where it's her prom night and he promised to take her, but the clocks went forward and now it's on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy. Sounds interesting? What? It sounds awful, detective. If you need anything else, I'll be here. Unless I'm not. Got it. The computer seems to be broken. It's not broken, it's hollow, so they can store more books in it. Again, let's just swipe some stuff. Never know when I'll need to cut something in half, or a lazy approximation of half. Scissors, thank you. Even the lamp is flickering. I got this for Doris last time I had to get out of paying fees. I'm gonna have to up the ante this time. Oh, it says Skylight. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records. Pardon? Everyone's butts? Just mine, now that I think of it. That's the price of working out, I guess. Roses are red, violets are blue. Your loaning rights are revoked due to books overdue. Looks like some of these coats have been here for years. We should go through their pockets. You know, for evidence. Again, detective, you can't be like, oh, how dare you do that when you've literally just stolen tons of stuff. I got a button. Let's go back out into the lobby and... An old elevator. Where's the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. Ah. You think maybe button goes there? Sci-fi and fantasy department. What odd leaves that plant has. That's just a dead tree where Doris dries her stockings. Ah. If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of ye Darkside bailiff and his squire Dooley. Glum tales of the sad venturer. What a great game, eh? Yeah, funny looking draught pieces though. That's draughts is another sort of like kind of like checkers in a way. But with more technical rules for movement. How convenient. I'd have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. Fantastic obit. Drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. What a way to go. Oh, so there's several books. Dr. Whom's thrilling adventures through grammar and structure. Oh no, no. Space hike. Boldly going to places safely explored by others. The Library of Books. Dragon Ageism. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger, until I found out that they had to go into space. Looks like some of the rocket's aluminium is coming off. That could be useful. Don't blink. Don't blink. I get it. It's a popular culture reference. Little Devon. What about this one? The words are short, and I think I can read the whole book from one cover to the other. Oh, is that suitable for my age range? I read a book about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it, because I've read all the other books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here. I hope I get to have a pet robot someday. Too many responsibilities. Feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity. Why would you teach it that? I want to be on the good side. See, he's smart. I want to be on the good side when the inevitable happens. Why your parents don't love you. Bad baby incites a riot. Who you talking to, kid? I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who do a snitch. Modern media is really making our job hard. A, B, C. As easy as 4, 5, 6. There's a cold draft coming from the vent. That can't be good for this kid's health. You look familiar. Have I arrested you before? Well, that's not right. Neat trick. What magic book did you learn that from, kid? It's not magic, it's nothing. The dust is wrong under this. Makes me think it was moved recently. A Viewmaster. A Viewmaster. I loved those as a kid. I'll take this and see if I can find a use. It's times like these that I miss walking the beat.